what an exhausting run, but it's safe to say Iowa's offense gave the fans some hope this weekend.
Yes, that's right, John. I dove a little deeper into Iowa's problem with too many field goals. Believe it or not, but through 7 games of the season, the Iowa Hawkeyes are tied with Notre Dame and LSU for the best red zone offense in the nation. The Hawkeyes have got to the red zone 24 times, and they've scored on all 24 of those drives. A big part of that is because Iowa's special team has been great all year. Keith Duncan has done everything that he's capable of. 17 field goals made this season and counting.
I mean, I love it. Of course, we'd rather kick extra points, but it's fun to go get some field goals out there. It's a great job by our offense getting us in that position to kick. Go out there and get some points. So that's awesome, going out there and executing what we're going out there to do.
Kicker Keith Duncan had yet another great game for the Hawkeyes, but on a better note, the Hawkeye offense found the end zone not once, but twice. This only tells half of the story of the Iowa offense because in the 2 games against ranked opponents, the Hawks have only scored a total of 15 points and only 1 touchdown. And let's be honest, Purdue's defense isn't anything special, but with Northwestern's strong defense looming around the corner, it was important for the Hawkeye offense to hit pay dirt.
Yes, there's a lot of confidence, especially when you get in the end zone. I mean, driving gives you confidence, but when you put it in the end zone, our offense, instead of getting 3 points, we get 6 points. That does a lot for the offense and for confidence. But for everybody, defense, go out there with some juice. Offense come off, and we're getting ready to go back on and do the same thing over again.
The Hawkeye offense still has a long ways to come, but hopefully that juice will keep the wins coming.
Well, Cade, winter is coming.
Yes, John, and that means there's less than 2 weeks until Iowa basketball hits the court again.
And there's one big question going into this season.
Will Jordan Bohannon play?
We have sports reporter Lucy Rodin standing by in the newsroom to try to answer that question.
Guys, I wish I had an answer for you. I don't think anyone has an answer, including Jordan Bohannon. But if you just look, in March, it was announced that he was going to be out possibly this entire season with a hip injury. Last season, he had to shoot up before every single game just so he could manage to get out on the court and play. A few weeks ago, Coach said, no, he's gone. We're not going to see him this year. But now he's saying, actually, there's a possibility. Ryan Kriener, his best friend and his teammate, says he thinks Jordan's playing. But the issue with his injury is that it's a very case-by-case scenario. We really don't know how this is going to affect Jordan. But here is him talking about, he's talked to other players to see what they've gone through with their injuries.
It was weird because it was different. I talked to a couple of people that had it. They said it took them 8-9 months. Naz Long took around 8 months, I think. And then Trey Jones, you saw Trey Jones at Duke. He had it, and he was back in 3 months. So it was totally different. It's a weird recovery process because everyone's different how their body heals. But I think a lot has to do with, the size of the bone that they took out and how the labral tear will heal in the progression throughout the last few months. So, but going forward, it's been feeling really good. I haven't had any pain the last month or so, and starting to run full speed and starting to really take off from the last 3 weeks or so.
Now, Lucy, could Jabo play only part of the season?
Yes, that's definitely a possibility. He could redshirt and do what Cordell Pimsleur did last year and just play a couple games, but that is not what Jordan Bohannon wants. He wants to play the entire season, and he definitely doesn't want to leave anything up to the NCAA. But the biggest thing that Jordan is worried about is he doesn't want to play half the season or come in late and ruin the flow of the team. But here is what Coach McCaffrey had to say on the possibility of Bohannon redshirting halfway through the season.
The bigger question might be, is that the smartest thing to do? Yeah, we can sneak him in a few games and maybe he gets 18 and we win a game. I think he's got to decide, are you playing, are we going to give it a go, really going to give it a go and see if it responds the way that we hope it would? Because remember we said it's a 5 to 9 month rehab, so all of a sudden he starts to play and then he's realizing I'm still in pain and I can't move the way I wanted to move, I want to shut it down, then we can do that. So I think if we go in that direction, that's how it will play out.
Now, I'm thinking Bohannon's going to play this year just because I think so. But John Cade, that's all I've got for you. Back to you.
Thanks, Lucy. A solid newsroom from a solid reporter.
Now let's hope that Bohannon will be able to hit the court this season with the rest of the team.
That's all we have for you in sports today.
That was a great Taco Tuesday, John. Let's hope we have a better one next week.
Stay lit, guys.